when it comes back to your editing, right?
Yeah, thank you.
That's a passion of yours, right? Little things, little blips, they're not much when you have somebody that takes editing really passionately. That's one thing that I've learned about video.
Yeah. 100%.
Well, it's the control, right? Like back to what you were saying, I kind of appreciated that you became a content creator. You wanted to control, the output, right? And you wanted to learn the craft of that medium. So that way you don't just send it to an editor.
Exactly.
And as a filmmaker, Joe knows this. I started off writing screenplays when I was 17. I have about like 4 feature-length screenplays. They're passion projects, I call them.
Jeez.
Yeah, I just finished writing, close to writing my 5th one.
It took a year.
Yeah, it took a year. But when I tell people, they're like amazed as like how much I can write. But these are so that I'm ready. I'm always ready for like that guy or that individual or that entity.
That handshake that leads to
100%. You got to be ready as a director. Like once they shake your hand and they're interested, or they see something you've done, or they just like maybe they could see me on a podcast, they're going to say, so what do you got? And if I say, hold on, give me a year because I got to write it, it's like too late. But if I have 4, not 1, 4, it's like, hey, maybe I can up my chances, right? Well, technically 5.
Get you a seat at the table.
100%. Yeah. But anyway, my point being is that like as a writer, right? I remember writing my first script. I was like, I still remember I was 18, 19 years old. The Godfather was on. It was because I usually write when I'm watching movies. Finished watching it, whatever, finished writing it. And I looked at the script and I said, now who's going to make it? Like I had that existential question, like who's going to make this script? Yeah. And that's why reverse engineer, I ended up in this position I am now. I learned the craft of filmmaking, editing, all that kind of jazz, because I wanted to be in control of that output as a director. I didn't want to just hand it off to a producer and say, you tell my vision. Yeah. Because that's not going to happen.
Right.
Chef Dwight, so what are some tips to get where you are now from where you were?
Excuse me. Jeez.
It's that wine, right?
That's one.
It's this beautiful red.
It's hitting the spot.
Thank you guys. First of all, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Chin chin, no clinging, no clinging.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't believe in that. He made a whole speech about it.
Oh, okay.
I'm classy. Got the pinky up.
I'm just trying to give me a little rundown on that later.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to keep up.
Success. I mean, I guess success is kind of subjective. So there's times when I'm sitting there saying, what are you talking about? I'm not there yet. But how I got where I am, I've had a lot of good people in my corner. That's first and foremost. Secondly, hard work, dedication, consistency. And I'm not just talking about that classic Instagram phrase, how do you grow?
Yeah.
Consistent, stay consistent. It's like, no. I'm talking about like how I show up in the kitchen, from being a salad cook to fryer boy to, calling the pass and running the show.
100%.
I don't want to sit here and pretend like it was smooth sailing the whole way. There's been a lot of ups and downs. There's been a lot of tough nights, a lot of days where I, say to myself, do I really want to do this? Maybe I should have jumped into real estate like my buddy did,
I get that a lot. Yeah.
But, by and large, it's a passion. And you can understand, Chef, we do, it's not about money. But anyways, hard work, just having the right people in your corner, networking.
Yeah.
Making connections. You have no idea how many, what connections mean in our industry until you're actually in it and you realize that, hey, I've gotten 4 jobs over the last like 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 years, and I haven't provided a resume to a single person.
That's a flex.
Yeah.
Right. And then you start to realize,
man.
the next job propels you to the next one. And you have that first chef that you had that's still trying to help you or, checking in on you, and you realize, it's a family, and it's kind of, our industry is really tight knit.
Very tight knit. Yeah.
So yeah, making the right connections. If you work hard and know the right people, that's what you need.